Link in description. Playlist Records. Art is real, money is fake. That shit fell on TV.
You follow? And we're quite content with the gift that the source of elements, whether you want to call it Yahweh, Theos, Elohim, Allah, whatever you want to call it, the source of elements placed in Africa the richest of all resources, everything, diamonds, platinum, gold, fruit, everything, and placed a specific group of people there and said, you should be the richest people on the planet. I say so. That's why I put the diamonds in South Africa and the gold in South Africa and Nigeria and the oil. That's why I did it. Because I am God, creator of heavens and the earth. And I want you to be the richest people on the planet. You hear me? So I've given you the best of everything. But I've also given you my heart. And that's going to make you extremely and carefully compassionate. You're going to open your arms up to any and everybody. And you're going to get stepped on. You're going to get walked on. But that's going to be a school for you in this short journey into becoming a perfect being. A carved ashlar, a cut stone. It's going to be in your making from a regular man to a better man. You have to have moral control, disciplines. You know, you got to just round yourself out and square yourself off. Keep yourself in check, in other words, that you can better serve humanity. And we try. But what we get in return is we open the doors to our cultures and we get robbed. We get hung, castrated, tarred and feathered. We get no justice. We get no fair treatment. We don't get equal opportunity. And if one of us, maybe a Dr. Martin Luther King is born, a great man with a great purpose, and they analyze him the way they analyze a lab rat from what he is doing to what he is capable of doing in a projected period. So that's how they work, you see. You work from day to day because that's all the money you make. But they work with plans and investments and in stock, and they got things planned for the future. So they looked at the future of where Dr. Martin Luther King would be and what he would be doing, not what he was doing. You follow that? And when he made 1 million people walk to Washington, I'm not talking about Farrakhan. Farrakhan flew in. He didn't walk like Dr. Martin Luther King. He walked with his people from Ebenezer Baptist Church. They walked there, wore out 10 pair of shoes. But they was building up a divine momentum of energy. There was a drive, like back in Africa when they played the drums, boom, 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 or a Pentecostal church when they banged the tambourine, or the reverend started singing and the gospel started moving, the feet started snapping, the hands started clapping, and the spirit starts to move through that church. That's a living power that's in you from God. That they want suppressed because it's a dangerous power. It's a venging spirit. It's a powerful 9 living spirits move through you. You understand? And they feared. They saw Dr. Martin Luther King was not just a preacher. He was also a teacher because he was saying things that were eternal in statement. Judge a man by the content of his character and not the color of his skin. That kind of statement can end up a biblical statement if we ain't careful. That's as good as what Jesus almost said. And if it works for human beings and makes them better, that man is dangerous. What would Dr. Martin Luther King be doing right now? How much would he have gotten done for us by now if they, I'm not talking about Malcolm X. Malcolm X was talking about Pan-Africa, separating blacks from whites, going different directions. He was talking another thing, which would have started a race war. But Dr. Martin Luther King had another strategy, right? What would he be doing now for us as a people? How far would we have gotten with that kind of leadership? He would have made a president. Muslims can talk about Jews. Jews can talk about Muslims. Muslims can talk about Christians. Christians can talk about Jews and Christians. That's what they do. How else will they get followers if they don't beat down other people? They won't draw nobody out of love, that's for sure. So they got to spend their whole dialogue beating each other up to make other people, you right, I'm with you then. And the nigga that goes with him for beating you up, when someone else comes along who's charismatic, you know, and an eloquent speaker, they're going to shoot, right, and one minute they're Sunni Muslim, next minute they're 5%, next minute they're Nation Islam, next minute they're back in the Holy Name Baptist, Mount Zion Baptist Church. And that don't work, they with the Hebrew Israelites acting like dynasty brothers. All that is power of mind, showing how dangerous you are, because each one of you are Dr. Martin Luther King, just dormant. You have something to say, you just don't know how to say it. You have something to express, you don't know how to express it. You've divided yourself. You become conquered in spirit. And that is worse than the fact that you were conquered in body. You became conquered in spirit because you have surrendered your identity to another's. You hear me? They want you to worship Jesus Christ, not in the image that the Bible describes him as in Revelations, but in the image that Michelangelo describes him as, and you accepted it because you're docile. You won't even stand up and fight for Christ. You call yourself a Christian, but you won't even fight for Christ's identity. And if identity, and let me repeat this, and if identity, and let me say it one more time, and if identity was not necessary, the word begot would not be in the Bible. And he begot him, who begot him, who begot him, who begot him. Somebody was trying to keep a record. Somebody wanted to say, you came from him, and 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 from him, and this is Adam, and you came from God. To keep a line of blood, a link, and to make sure that he made that point, he named the first man blood. To make sure he was saying it was spirit down to Adam. Adam or Adama in Hebrew from Edom means red blood, clotted blood, earth, dust. You understand what God did? God made sure you knew that Adam was the first manifestation of the physical by just saying his name is Adam. And then Adam had him. And it keeps on going on down to you. Now the sad thing about it is, somewhere along the line, what they did is they clipped or they severed the physical blood link between you and Adam, and they present you with what's called a leap of faith. What the heck is that? I remember that movie. Yeah, they know what they're doing. You know what a leap of faith is? A leap of faith is, I got to leap from me back to Muhammad.